Here are the 5 things that I would never do. Number 1, I would not eat anything with an artificial sweetener. If I don't know how my food is being handled, I just don't want to be putting that in my mouth. Here are the 5 things that I would never do based on my work as a physician and as a scientist working on food and health for more than 20 years.
Dr. William Li, a dedicated physician, researcher, and writer, is committed to guiding you towards a healthier lifestyle. Today, he will be revealing the I-5 actions he would never take as a doctor. These insights are the culmination of his extensive experience in medical practice and research. So, let's dive in. Number 1, artificial sweetener.
Number 1, I would not eat anything with an artificial sweetener. Not coffee, not soda, nothing. Because these artificial sweeteners actually contain chemicals that actually impact negatively our gut microbiome. These are the healthy gut bacteria. Some of these artificial sweeteners kill the healthy gut bacteria. Now, why do we need that gut bacteria to be healthy? Is because it actually helps to lower inflammation in our body. It helps to right size and streamline our metabolism. And our healthy gut bacteria also text messages our brain and helps our brain release healthy social hormones. So when you actually eat artificial sweeteners that cripple your gut bacteria, you're actually poisoning a lot of other healthy systems in your body.
Dr. William Li has expressed his thoughts on artificial sweeteners, suggesting that they might not be as benign as they seem. Studies show that these sugar substitutes could potentially interfere with the body's natural sugar response, leading to a variety of negative health impacts. Rather than using table sugar or harmful artificial sweeteners in your drinks and baked goods, Dr. Li advocates for trying out natural and low-glycemic alternatives like monk fruit. This sweetener from monk fruit is low in calories and contains mogroside V, a compound high in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties. In conclusion, despite artificial sweeteners being promoted as a healthier sugar substitute, Dr. Li recommends exercising caution due to their potential health risks. He promotes the use of natural sweeteners like monk fruit as a healthier choice. Number 2, artificial butter.
Number 2, I would never eat movie theater popcorn butter. And here's the reason why. It's not really butter. It's actually a mix of chemicals with a lot of synthetic preservatives and actually are just made to taste like butter. So think about that stuff that you pump out of the dispenser into your popcorn, then you take it into the theater and start just guzzling that chemical down. It is not something that you want to actually accumulate in your body.
The butter flavoring on movie theater popcorn isn't derived from actual butter. Instead, it's usually a mix of hydrogenated soybean oil and a popcorn salt known as flavicol. The soybean oil is designed to mimic butter-esque consistency and is favored to achieve that familiar buttery taste. It's crucial to note that hydrogenated soybean oil contains trans fats, which can elevate cholesterol levels and heighten the risk of heart disease. Additionally, the butter substitute used in movie theaters is high in calories, even more so than real butter. Despite the tempting buttery flavor of movie theater popcorn, Dr. Li would likely recommend exercising caution due to these potential health risks. He generally advocates for a diet abundant in natural, unprocessed foods for optimal health. Number 3, airplane coffee.
Number 3, I would never drink coffee that was offered to me on an airplane. And here's the reason why. I love coffee, but the coffee on an airplane is made from hot water from the tanks of an airplane, and most airlines don't clean their tanks except maybe 4 times a year. So think about it. If you actually had a tank of hot water that you basically didn't clean very much at all, what do you think is going to be in that cup? That coffee taste masks anything that might not be savory or good for you in that coffee. Don't go for it.
Aeroplane coffee, like any other coffee, would have these benefits if it's made from quality coffee beans. However, the quality and preparation of coffee can vary greatly on aeroplanes, and it's also important to consider factors like the water used in brewing. Number 4, shrimp cocktail at an event.
Number 4, I would never eat the shrimp cocktail in a buffet line or at an event that's being served. And here's why. Although I do like shrimp that's been cooked, peeled, and laid out on the counter, you have no idea how much handling has gone onto it. And studies have shown that, in fact, up to 16% of cooked shrimp, the kind of stuff you'd find at a cocktail party, actually contain bacteria like Vibrio, which has Vibrio toxins, and even E. coli, which causes food poisoning. If I don't know how my food is being handled, I just don't want to be putting that in my mouth.
He advises caution when it comes to consuming shrimp from buffets. This is due to potential health risks associated with food handling and preparation in such settings. He generally promotes a diet rich in natural, unprocessed foods for optimal health. So, his overall approach would likely involve choosing high-quality, natural ingredients whenever possible. Number 5. Fake maple syrup.
And number 5, I would never use the maple syrup in diners for pancakes, because mostly that's not real maple syrup. It's imitation maple syrup, which means it's made out of high fructose corn syrup, and it's got food coloring, artificial flavorings, and it's got a ton of sugar. If you're going to go for the maple syrup, go for the real thing, not for the fake stuff.
Fake maple syrup often contains a long list of ingredients typically based on corn syrup, artificial maple flavoring, caramel color, and thickening agents. This is in contrast to real maple syrup, which lists just one ingredient, pure maple syrup.dr. Lee suggests opting for natural sweeteners like honey or real maple syrup in moderation to satisfy your cravings without compromising your health. Those are the 5 things Dr. William Lee would never do as a physician. By following these guidelines, you can take significant steps towards a healthier life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. I'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy.